too late now. Hold up. What are you saying? Hold up, bro. My jump is acting stupid.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. From my heart and soul, so you feel it. I ain't never faking. I'm
streaming Madden 20 right now. So I'm streaming Madden 20 right now. Water came the other day. Went off.
I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens.
Kicking team.
And that drives coach.
I bet you do. No, what's it on Ricky?
Insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Y'all know us.
Now Leonard Fournette. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion.
That's why. Dude, I didn't even go to quarterback. I'm an idiot.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asked my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging. But I
You're an idiot.
I can spend the day with you.
You're an idiot,
I ain't getting paid with you.
Tell my mom you're eating in my face. You're a steak.
I know I'm sick.
Yes, you are.
That's a compliment because I'm skinny and not fat. Like Destiny in Denver.
Bro, Denver, bro. So we're just making a TikTok. And she got everybody weight. And everybody, like, she pushed her.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. As we'll see the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the USC Trojans.
That's my dude. Don't judge him, bro. Don't judge him. Oh, this girl named Christy don't got no basketball moves. She sucks at football.
One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee.
Guys, I am kicking
at the 21-yard line. Just his second career start and a national title on the line for the Trojans as they get ready 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Darby. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball.
Did you know
Looks like
my
they got
hair
the
is
defense
actually
set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Pushing forward
I dyed my hair
up
blue.
to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick slant caught by Streets. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We saw these two work pretty well together in the semifinal in Dallas, and now the first catch here for Isaiah Streets in the national championship game. And look, these two, they know each other. They've been friends, even though they may not have been playing together out on the field in live action on Saturdays. But they do have a lot of practice reps together. They spent a ton of time this last week after practice trying to get that chemistry better. And what Isaiah Streets told him, hey, just get it in my catch radius. I'll do the rest. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Running it with Darby.
Go. First down.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
No, ain't no touchdown.
First down march they're on right now.
You know what a first down is?
Back to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
But
the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. In the end, the opening drive, Charles tells you points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive,
and
they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I'm finna get 2 hits.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Warren. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pope. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see,
we're
excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Red Raiders are out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
No, for real, like, where's my
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen.
I'm Richard.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Back to throw. On the move to his left. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Orlando Darby, 48 yards. And the Trojans have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What are you watching?
The Texas Tech offense about ready to go here for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, they go with Young. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Shut up, BG.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Warren. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. first week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff. Try to impress your locker room. And most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up a throw, and the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just try to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. And then
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big-time sack there on 4th down.
He can shut up.
On down.
My bird won't shut
plays
up.
like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one goes for 24 yards. First and 10 now for Texas Tech. Here's Young. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warren. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Red Raiders come up now, 1st and goal. From the gun, Warren, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Red Raider offense set to take over here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. Young. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Warren throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pope. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Warren going to pass it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The SC offense about set to take over here. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother, Ezekiel. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Look, just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it.
Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texas Tech offense about ready to go here for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This is Young on the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Warren got his man complete over the middle. It's Richards. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain of 12 yards that time. On first down, Warren. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get this into the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, they're going to be picking number 1, but Giants figure to be in the market, Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league, and this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook, sit for a while, because down the road, he can turn out to be a gem.
Looking to throw. Open man here, Streets. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Well, all the prognosticators have a first-round grade on Isaiah Streets should he decide to jump to the NFL after this season. But all indications are that he wants to come back and play college ball one more year with his eyes firmly set on winning the Heisman Trophy. And you better believe that has the folks back on campus extremely excited. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger target.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon, and you got to think as this championship game continues to unfold, they have to find some way to slow him down, double team, just anything to disrupt him, as he has a knack for getting open and making big plays. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So give him the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Darby on the carry. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll buy some time right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Red Raider offense set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. 1st and 10 now for Texas Tech. Off play action. Warren. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Warren. Throw left side complete. That's Richards.
You got it. You got it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Warren. Over the middle complete. It's Richards. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Warren to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Warren looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Pope. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Warren. And this is going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And this certainly a nerve-wracking time for both of these fan bases. Heck, my palms are sweating here in the booth, and I've got no dog in the fight. Can't imagine what it's like for an inexperienced quarterback.
Well, bottom line is, this drive starts with a coaching staff telling this young man to breathe. And I know that seems simple, but find a way to relax, let your talents come out, because this is where we're going to find out just how good he is, the biggest drive of his career.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's able to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Irons. Well, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. On 1st down, Darby. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Simmons. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Pope. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Pope. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So that is the end of regulation here in Santa Clara. A lot of anxious looks in the crowd as we are heading to overtime to decide who takes home the trophy as national champions. So overtime looming here to decide it all. Each team will get a possession from the defense's 25-yard line. If the score remains tied after each team has had a possession, we keep going indefinitely until we crown a champion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. The student section at full roar right now. It's 1st and goal. And he will score as they're going to strike first in his first overtime session. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
I mean, guys, if you want me to keep on going, just comment down below. Oh, no, no.
So now already shift to the Red Raiders. They have to have a touchdown, of course, and the extra point to force the second overtime. Now Warren letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a whole lot in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Going on the ground with Bird. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Red Raiders come up now 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Warren throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
From the gun on third down. Warren. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Guys, you need to stop right
Able to
here.
hold him to just
Please,
2
please.
yards, and now it's fourth
Guys,
and
if you
goal.
get to stop right here.
And I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Looking to throw. Warren. And that is caught. Touchdown. It took overtime, but his guys have won the national championship.
Fourth and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs.
I think they
get off the
won,
field.
guys.
But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
70, Indy.
Throwing on first down. Warren. Pass incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And this one is right through. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead.
If I don't win this one, I don't win this.
First and 10 for the Trojans. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, if I score one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Nowhere
to escape, and he goes down.
All right, come on, Screen, you got it, you got to help, you got to help.
Pick him up. When does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down to 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And his kick is good. And that'll
tie
us at 30 to 30. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Don't try and play me like that, Lee. Trying to play me like I'm stupid. I'm crazy. I'm crazy, Lee. I'm stupid.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, my God, dude.
Calling luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing is they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that changes everything here in OT.
Guys, I'm going to lose probably. I don't know, but I got another career also. I think so. I don't know. But, I don't know. This is my senior love. I might lose. I don't know. If he fumbles, I get it and I score it.
On 1st and 10. Warren.
He might win.
Complete to Jones. And they do get him down, but not
guys,
before he's able to slip.